Hi everyone, Ellie here and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm very happy to have you. I just want to start off this video by saying thank you so much to everybody who showed support and love on all my recent videos, and thank you so much to everybody who's recently subscribed. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I just wanted to start off with the video with a bit of an appreciation. I just want you guys to know how much I'm appreciative of all the support that I'm getting. But anyway, in today's video, as you can see, it's a very chilled vibe. I'm sat on my bed. I've got my nice fluffy hoodie on. We're doing a bit of a Q&A, a bit of a get to know me, spill the tea kind of video. I don't really feel like I've talked much about myself, and I don't really feel like you've seen enough of me to kind of know a bit about what I'm about and kind of a few questions about me. So this is basically just a bit of a spill the tea, get to know a bit about me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So grab yourself a fro, grab yourself a hot chocolate and chill on your bed, and this is just going to be a cozy, comfy video. So I'm just going to crack on. I'm going to answer a few questions. A lot of these questions people have requested specifically for this video, and then I've kind of just chucked in some basic questions that I thought you guys might want to know. So we're just going to crack straight on. A lot of these are some makeup related questions obviously, but then we've just got some basic questions as well. So I hope you enjoy this sort of video. We'll just crack straight on. The first question is, what's my favorite makeup brand? Now, I had to really think about this at first, but now that I kind of have thought about it and I've kind of gone through my collection and seen what my favorite is in each kind of category, I would definitely say Huda Beauty is my favorite makeup brand. I just feel like they do some absolutely incredible quality products. I feel like the effort and the extra mile she takes into her makeup products. I'm not saying that other brands don't do that, but I just think the quality and the pigmentation and just the finish and everything about her products are absolutely beautiful. Obviously I'm absolutely obsessed with her eyeshadow palettes. I absolutely love her Power Matte lipsticks. I just feel like she does some absolutely incredible products, and she's always coming out with new releases as well, and she really is a nice, sweet, lovable woman. So yeah, I definitely love and will support her makeup brand. So I definitely say that that is my favorite makeup brand. I know it is more on the high-end side, the more expensive side of things, but you know, I do prefer high-end makeup, and I do feel like she comes out with some incredibly quality products. So I would say Huda Beauty is my favorite makeup brand. The next question is, what do I want to do in the future? Now, as of right now, I'm kind of happy with how my life is, you know, my current relationship status, my job role, you know, how things are. Obviously I'm still living at home at the minute, so in the future obviously I want to be able to buy my own place. I have my own car as well, my little Fiat 500, my little baby. So obviously in the future I just want that kind of fairy tale dream, you know, nice house, nice husband, children. I guess it's just the fairy tale ending really, but as of right now I'm kind of happy with everything that I have and everything I've got. I'd be happy if my now life would also be my future life as well, obviously, but just in my own place with my, you know, children or pets of any sort. So basically as of right now with my job role and everything, I feel very happy, so I would be very happy if that kind of continued on in my future life as well. But obviously just being able to have that own independence, having my own house, that is something that I am extremely excited for, something I'm saving really hard for. So I cannot wait for that moment, and hopefully I will be able to film the whole process of that, and you guys can kind of follow on the journey with me with that. So that'd be very exciting. Obviously that won't be just quite yet, but hopefully that'll be a whole series on my channel where I can do a bit of a get moving with me type of video. But obviously we're talking about a year or so yet, so but a girl can dream, a girl can dream. So definitely that's what I want in my future. The next question is, what's the first thing you want to do after lockdown? Now obviously I'm not really prioritizing anything at this point because there is a lot of friends I want to see. There's a lot of things that I do want to do, but if I was to say like anything, it would probably just be going out for like a nice pub lunch, having a nice drink, like somewhere nice and quiet and chill with like good food. I absolutely love going out for food. I'm a real foodie. Actually, me and one of my friends, we actually go to a different pub each time, and we try their foods and drinks, and we just have like a blast of a time, and we just have a real chat, and it's really nice. It's just a really nice chill vibe. We try some nice food, we go different places, so that is always a really good time. So it would just be going out for some nice food, get a nice drink, you know, a bit of a chillax. Like, I'm not really like your party clubbing type of girl. Like, I prefer a nice chillax evening, you know, going to the cinema or going out for a nice meal. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously I do like going out drinking, but I'm not kind of like your party lifestyle type of person. I do prefer something a little bit more chillax, more of like food and adventures, things like that. So definitely just can't wait to get out for a bit of grub after lockdown, definitely. The next question is, if I could only use one makeup product for the rest of my life, what would it be? Now, this was kind of a toss between like eyebrows or eyelashes, because if I'm ever just having like a natural day or like just a casual day, I would just do my eyebrows and my eyelashes. Now, I'm kind of in a predicament about this, because like if I do my eyebrows, sometimes it looks a bit strange if I haven't got anything else on my face. Like sometimes they stand out a bit too much on my face. Whereas if I wear eyelashes, I don't know, I feel like they just give you that bit of like spruce, they give you that bit of pop. I don't know, it just gives you that bit of something. It's like hard to explain, but it just makes you kind of look nice even when you're looking a bit like so I think like it would probably have to be eyelashes, just because I feel like they can look good on their own without anything else on. So I would definitely probably say eyelashes, probably as well. Like they obviously do last a while as well, like if you clean them a lot and you look after them. So I would definitely say probably eyelashes, just because they can look good without anything else on. Yeah, and they just give your face that bit of pop, that bit of looking like you have makeup on but you don't really have makeup on, you just have eyelashes on. And like I do like a nice kind of wispy lash, so like I don't really like something really dramatic and full that basically makes you look really silly without anything else on. I just like something nice and wispy that you can just pop on, that kind of looks natural but gives your face that bit of something, you know. The next question is, if I could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Now, this question is a bit of like a kind of, I've got to think about this kind of question. I've always said that I would want to move to the US, but I don't really have anywhere in particular. Obviously a girl's dream would be like moving to Beverly Hills or somewhere like that, but your girl ain't got enough money for that, do you know what I mean? But yeah, there's always just been something about America that kind of strikes and intrigues me, just about like how much bigger everything is, how big their shopping malls are, how big like their food places are, just things like that. Just like even the things like how big their roads are. I've actually been to Florida, and just how much bigger everything was than the UK, like just really struck me and intrigued me. And just we actually went to Walt Disney World in Florida, and just seeing like the little maids on their little trolleys driving around to their hotels, it was just yeah, something about just the bigger and the better of it all just really kind of struck me as intriguing. So if I thought about it, probably America, but it kind of does scare me a bit, like you can carry a gun at 16 and stuff, and like there has been a lot more kind of murders over there than like in the UK and stuff. But I don't know, I just think like it's so much bigger and better, and like you've got all your celebs over there, and do you know what I mean? So I don't know, something about America, there's definitely something. My next question is, what's my guilty pleasure? Now, if I got really like to think about this question, because I actually have quite a few guilty pleasures. So if I kind of narrow it down, like one of my guilty pleasures is definitely my little car. I absolutely love my car. I spend a lot of money on my car, buying essential things for my car, cleaning her, making her look all nice. But then my other guilty pleasure is probably foundations. I don't know, like I just love a good high-end foundation, and I love spending loads of money on high-end foundations. That's just like a real guilty pleasure for me, that I just really love. But then I think about it as well, like blush is also a guilty pleasure. Like I'm talking makeup now, but like I have quite a few guilty pleasures. I would also say like my perfume collection, which I will probably show you in an upcoming maybe room tour or something like that. But I just say like pretty bottle perfumes, like that's such a guilty pleasure as well. Like every time I go to the airport, I'm like, I literally buy a perfume every time. It's just something about like pretty bottles and like shine and bows and just everything about that. I definitely have a few guilty pleasures. I probably couldn't narrow that down into just one. But I do love my little car. I would definitely say probably my car, my makeup. Like, you know, I love my beauty stuff. I love my perfumes and my makeup. So just being a real girly girl, aren't I? But I would probably say my car, in all fairness. Like, she's my little babe. She gets me around everywhere I need to go. She's always looking fabulous. So probably my car, if I had to say one guilty pleasure, just because like I spend so much money making her look nice, getting her service, getting her clean. So probably my car, in all fairness. The next question is, what's my job role? Now, I do work for a private and confidential company, so I won't actually list the company name just in this video, just for confidential reasons. But I work for a law firm. I'm an office administrator for a law firm. Obviously, I'm based in Bristol, so I'm based in Bristol in a law firm, and that's what I do for my job role, basically. But for many of you who don't know, obviously my friends and my family and stuff know this, but I have been working at home for about 11 months of my career. So I started my job about February, March last year, and I've been working at home from about June. So I've literally been at home for a very long time. I've got my little setup on my desk, which I did make up in mention in my makeup collection video because it was just plodged on the chair. But yeah, I've been working at home for a very long time, and it has been taking its toll, definitely with my back and my shoulder, because my chair is kind of like a weird shaped chair. So I have got one of the dining room chairs up here now. It has been helping a bit, but I think I just miss kind of the social side of things, you know, being able to just dress up all nice, doing my makeup, getting on the bus, like going in, and just talking to everyone, like having a nice chat throughout the day, going out like to, you know, town or food places for lunch. I think it's just all the social side of things that I miss of it, and I think a lot of people could probably agree with me there if you're working from home. Like, it's just all the social side of things, all like the chats, all the going out for lunch. Do you know what I mean? There's just a lot about it that I miss. Like, I just miss like walking in through the fresh air every day, because obviously I get off the bus stop, walk down to my work. It's just like that nice bit of fresh air, just looking nice and feeling good, ready to start the day. I think that's just definitely what I miss about it, because obviously in lockdown, like, you know, we're all feeling a bit unfit and a bit groggy. So I think I just miss that kind of like fitness and healthy side of things, just being able to get out and have that healthy lifestyle. I think that's definitely what I miss most about that. So I can't wait for things to get back to normal. My next question is, what's my biggest passion? This is kind of a tricky one, because I have a lot of like new passions that are kind of coming in, that are growing by the day. So I would say like my biggest passion at the moment, which I'm kind of focusing on, is obviously like my YouTube channel and stuff. I'm really passionate about just kind of growing that as much as I can, filming content that you guys like to watch, growing my support, growing my subscribers. That's really meaning a lot to me, and it's just helping build my confidence and building me as a person. And it's just been very rewarding and overwhelming, just seeing all the support and love. So I do really appreciate that. I feel like that has definitely been one of my biggest passions at the minute. But another biggest passion at the minute is also been cooking. So I've been cooking a lot of homemade meals recently. I've made like carbonara, curries, pies, and I definitely feel like that's been one of my newest passions. My granddad is actually a brilliant cook, and he creates a lot of beautiful homemade meals and stuff. And I've just got my inspirations from him. Like, he just inspires me to, you know, want to create beautiful home cooked meals. And it's just something about cooking and adding in your flavors and trying it and getting it to that taste and making good food that people enjoy. I actually made a curry the other day, and I dropped it up to my grandparents, and my granddad was so impatient. He started eating it from the bowl cold. I made homemade curry and rice, and he was just saying how divine it was, and he was giving me kisses. Obviously I was wearing a face mask just to make it clear there, like I'm not kind of breaking the boundary rules here. They're kind of like in our support bubble, but it was just so nice, like seeing someone just really appreciate the cooking and your food, and it's just so nice, and it does feel like really rewarding. So definitely like cooking as well has been one of my biggest passions at the minute. I've been loving that. I've got a few questions left. So my next question is Netflix recommendations. I'm a Netflix queen, you know, so this is just the perfect question. Netflix recommendations. I'm going to give you 5, okay? That's a lot. Netflix recommendation 1. This kind of isn't in any order. The Vampire Diaries. the originals. The Last Kingdom. So obviously the Vampire Diaries in the original is like vampires. The Last Kingdom is kind of Saxons and Danes. And then Bridgerton, which is really good, which has been like the #1 trending on there at the minute. And then Riverdale. So they would be like my top 5 Netflix recommendations. They're the things that I literally love watching. I've probably watched Vampire Diaries and originals like over about 15 times. Yeah, I'm actually watching Vampire Diaries over again. I swear, I'm literally obsessed. But I love Riverdale, and I absolutely love The Last Kingdom as well. Like, I love things kind of based back when. I love kind of like the war films and like the Saxon, the Dane kind of films. And I've also watched like all of the Viking seasons as well, which I have on DVD, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. I love things like that. I just love that bit of gory Vikings type thing. That is one of my favorite things to watch. So they would definitely be my 5 top recommendations. Definitely absolutely love all them with a passion. My next question is biggest fears. Now, I have a lot of fears. I do suffer with bad anxiety and mental health suffers. So I do obviously have quite a few fears, but one of my biggest fears that have always been my biggest fear is lifts. It's something like I've just always struggled with, and like it's just kind of like the claustrophobia side, just being trapped inside this box and like worrying that it's going to get stuck. Even though my granddad literally fitted lift shafts before he retired, and like he tries to tell me how safe it is and all the kind of mechanism behind it and everything, but it's just something so scary and frightening about like these big metal doors around you, and I am literally terrified. So that is definitely probably my biggest fears. Just kind of being like underground, and kind of like my biggest fear is probably being trapped, like, so obviously being trapped in a lift or being trapped underground or like buried alive. I don't know, like that's just kind of my biggest fear, is like being trapped somewhere where I feel like I can't get out. I just feel like that's a big fear for like a lot of people as well. It's just kind of like a claustrophobic kind of side, but definitely the biggest fear of mine, definitely. Like, you know, I could deal with anything like snakes, spiders, or whatever, but like just claustrophobic lifts and stuff, no. Just, we don't do lifts. We don't. Like, if I'm up on the 30th floor, I'm gonna walk up 3 flights of stairs. Like, I'm gonna have to do it. Do you know what I mean? And like, that's always my luck. Like, when we go to a hotel, they're like, you're on like you're on number like 14, or like, no, they don't actually do that, do they? You're like on floor number 9, or like you're on floor number 8, and then like I gotta walk up like 8 flights of stairs every day. And it is exhausting. Like, I won't even get in with my family. I don't know, it's just something like about, I don't know, I can't do them. Like, you know, it's hard to explain a fear. Like, it's why is a fear, like, it's hard to explain obviously the reasoning behind it, but it's, yeah, I just can't do them. I can't, you guys. The last question is, which question, because I've kind of got like a few more here, but I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm kind of trying to pick the best one. I'll pick this one, my biggest flaw. So my biggest flaw, so obviously this kind of like is from me saying it, but like if other people were going to say this, like my boyfriend or my parents or something, they might say something completely different. But I would say one of my biggest flaws is definitely being very, very over competitive. I'm a very, very over competitive person. I like to win absolutely everything. I like to kind of get my way with it all, and if I don't, then girl, like, you better run, because the world explodes. Literally, I can be competitive when I'm playing with my brother. Like, I'll can create such a big tantrum over it, and I definitely say that is one of my biggest flaws, is just being so over competitive, and just being such a baby when I lose, or it's just that losing. Like, I just can't deal with that losing part of it. Do you know what I mean? I just can't deal with that. So I would definitely say that is one of my biggest flaws. So definitely not a good thing, being so over competitive. I mean, I played pool with my boyfriend's family going back a little while, and I was playing a game against his dad, and I was actually winning, and then I was going to put in the black, but I put it in the white straight after, and I literally sat in the chair and like cried. I was literally like crying in the chair, and they were like, are you okay? And I was like, no. I was like, no, I'm not okay. Do I look okay? No, I'm not. Literally, I was crying over like a friendly game of pool. Like, what the hell is wrong with me, please? But yeah, that's literally just me for you. I'm just too over competitive. I will, yeah, just the world goes poof. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if that was my own family, I'd be screaming and like storming upstairs, but because it was my boyfriend's family, you know, you've got to kind of make an impression, make yourself look like a good little girl. So just kind of sat in the corner, curled up and cried a bit. So yeah, I know it's pathetic, but you know, that's what you get really, isn't it? So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this bit of a video. Just a nice chill vibe, just a bit of a get to know me, spill the kind of tea, some interesting questions. If you guys have any video recommendations, like I said, then make sure to comment them down below. I'm open to everything. I appreciate your suggestions, so definitely comment them down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.